Well guys, it's been a long time coming, but I'm pleased to present to you my first complete knife. This is what I will just call the Mark I prototype. I don't have the handles on it. I was going to show you. This is kind of what it looked like after heat treat. I actually just got a heat treating oven. This is an even heat KF18. This is something I've been waiting on. I didn't really want to send my knives off to heat treat. It's something I wanted to learn how to do because I plan on doing knives in the future. And it's a great little oven. Probably about $1,200 went into this when all said and done, shipping and whatnot. And it's a good investment. For I guess you would call me an amateur or maybe club level knife maker. No, I'm an amateur right now, of course. So much to learn, but this Even Heat has a digital control which ramps the heat up from either a temperature you already had it at or from 0 to whatever your final temperature is at a controlled rate, and then it can hold it at that temperature by turning on and off the oven, the thermal coils or whatever you call them. Got a little ceramic stand in there for the knives. But anyways, this isn't about heat treating. I am definitely not the person you want to watch if you want to learn about heat treating. This is about the prototype. It's my first knife design. I haven't really designed a whole bunch of different designs because I want to perfect one design and get it down perfect before I do too many other designs. And through making this knife, I've learned a few things that I'm going to tweak. These are just lightning holes right here. I'll probably have to do more than that, especially on this thickness of stock, which I believe is 3/16. But on this knife, I decided to tap the actual handle. You can see the threading there. Decided to tap it for attachment of the scales. Of course, on the scales, I forgot to drill my my lanyard hole. I'll have to take care of that. And then I have some extra holes here that I was going to use. I drilled out the hole and I was going to thread them, but didn't end up doing that. Changed my mind. So, it's a prototype. It's going to have a few weird things, a few remnants left over from the development process. It's 1095 steel to start out. It's a little bit easier to heat treat. I'm not trying to start out with something that you have to quench in a polymer mix or something like that. It started out with a simple carbon steel. I've already wasted money. I bought some CPM 154 stock and basically wasted that on some blades I was trying to make. But this is my first fully complete prototype, heat treated, tempered, put an edge on it. Not the best edge in the world, but it's enough to cut me, that's for sure. It can decently cut paper. I'm not going to test it on camera. I've seen how that goes for people. But let me put these handles on real quick so these scales on so you can see what it's like. Just stand by. Not really good at talking and doing something like this at the same time. I am doing it anyways, I don't know why, but I knew this was going to turn out to be a crappy video, but I mean, what do you expect? When all you have is a phone and you rarely do any editing, it's just not going to turn out that great. But I mean, my videos have never been had that high of a production value anyways. I don't care. I've seen some channels where they have a lot of production and editing that I do like, but for the most part, I just like the people that turn the camera on and talk and are entertaining. I mean, it can't just be anybody turning it on and talking. That can get boring. I mean, just like, there's people that you talk to that are just boring, and there's people that are engaging. Hopefully some people don't find me completely boring. I'm not trying to be too self-deprecating, but I'm actually just rambling while I put this together. Yep, alright, let's see if we can get a wider shot of the full knife. This is natural G10, milled some little grooves in there. 2 finger choils. The original design did not have this choil right here, but I felt that the handle was just a little too wide. So I put that second choil in, and it's pretty good. And handing the blade to a few people, or at least one person, he pointed out that this is kind of a hot spot right here, even though it looks aesthetically good to me. And I think he's right. Holding it, depending on how you hold it, it kind of digs into your hand. So I drew up a little version of what that would look like with that portion cut off, and I think it actually looks pretty good. So I'll probably do that on the Mark II prototype, if you will. But I plan on this little double, reverse tanto here being my trademark. I think that's a pretty good look. And it's basically just a drop point, really, but it's got those those angles, which makes it kind of a reverse tanto. Pretty heavy blade, heavier than I expected it to be, but what can you expect with 3/16 stock? It's just going to be a stout knife, but a lot of people are into that. No jimping yet on this knife because a jimping file cost like $50, $60, I think it's like between $50 and $70. And obviously I have other stuff I've been buying. I mean, I buy different bits for the mill, it seems like every day. All the heat treating oven, I mean, I'm not rich. I work basically a blue collar job, so I don't just, my parents don't buy my machines for me. So I have to work my day job, pay for different equipment through that, and I do a few knife pimping jobs, and that kind of helps too. And then I have to work at night when I get home if I'm not too tired, because I'll go to work, then go to the gym, then do knife work. So I'm not trying to act like I'm some kind of World War II era hard ass who just works all day, but I basically am kind of a badass. I'm just kidding. Alright guys, let me know what you think of my prototype. Any constructive criticism is more than welcome. I hope to begin producing these soon for sale. I'm not sure how much I'm going to sell them for. I'll have to just kind of gauge price. I'll have to just compare to what I see on, maybe the USN or other places for a similar custom knife. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of surface scratches on this G10. Like I said, it's just a prototype. But I mean, it's not Chris Reeve fit and finish. But I mean, I'm not working with a full team of people and computer automated machines and stuff. This is all done by hand with the machines. So that's enough rambling out of me, guys. Mark I prototype. Thanks for watching.